Hey guys, just starting out the stream here. If you're gonna jump into this and this stream's already been over and you're just coming in to watch the stream on past on YouTube, just gonna play around the verse and see what we can get into. So enjoy. Let's see where we go. YouTube, just gonna play around the verse and see what we can get into. So enjoy. Let's see where we go. Ooh, a little pop in here. Interesting. There we go. Come on in, buddy. Head on down to the spaceport. And we're gonna wait for our lovely tram.
Do not block doors.
I don't think I have anything to drink. I do not. That's not good. I'm really surprised you can't find anything at the spaceport to drink.
Hurston Security reserves the right to search travelers at any time. Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Train tracks is a serious and dangerous offense. Now arriving from Tisa Spaceport. Stand by and let passengers disembark before boarding. Be considerate to your fellow travelers. Do not block doors. Next stop, Tisa Spaceport.
So quiet, I feel like I need some music.
Now arriving, Tisa Spaceport. Please watch your step when disembarking the train.
What's up, Ken? Jess isn't here this evening. She's on her side of town with the kitties. So, just me this evening. It's been a while since I've streamed. It's been quite a while, actually. Fortunately, real life gets in the way, I suppose.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yay, Mr. Mickable. Yeah. Yep. I'm gonna try to start streaming at least once a week, I think. just for me. I have fun doing it, so why not, right? And let's see what we got. What are we gonna do? I still wanted to test out some salvage. Let's see what the salvage is looking like.
Vehicles, your vehicle has been delivered to the following please visitors again.
I really wish you could get drinks here. It's insane that you can't. There's a bottle here. Ooh. Don't do it, buddy. Don't do it. Yeah, I've been keeping up with it. I've been playing. I just haven't streamed. I mean, I watched the entire CitizenCon and everything. Oh yeah, I saw all of them. I was actually ended up watching Salty Mike and Level Cap, their kind of live stream of it, and then I caught some of it just on the regular Twitch channel, and because after a while I can't hear it because they're talking, so. So what do y'all think? What's your favorite part? What's your favorite thing that they showed that kind of has you hyped? Yeah, so I'm actually thinking about picking up that cutter just to have for an upgrade ship later, and heck, I might keep it. It's kind of neat, right? I've really been thinking about doing that. Probably, I don't know. I might pick it up later tonight or tomorrow. I might go ahead and grab that one. Worst case, I can turn it into a Connie that I want anyways. Yep, still never got my Connie yet. Still working on it. And yes, Squadron 42 is for me too. That's the one that I'm like most excited for. The A1. So I flew it and played around with it, but like I don't know, the way I guess the way we play, I don't like have as much use for the A1. Like I think the more I get playing with some of the groups, I think the more I would love it. But like for me, I think the Connie Taurus is what I'm probably gonna go with first. I figured if I buy the Taurus, I can always upgrade to that Andromeda if I just want the Andromeda later. But for everything that I've been doing here lately...
You are clear to launch.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that. I think the A1's going to be awesome for workplay. Dang, I'm low on quantum fuel. All right.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Well, not the Connie, not the Andromeda. I'm going for the Taurus because the Taurus still has the turret on top. It has the exact same weapons. Still carries 24 size 2 missiles, and I get 174 SCU instead of 128. So it has a little bit bigger cargo than the Zeus, and a heck of a lot more weapons, more firepower. I think it's a lot bigger ship anyways, so it's gonna have more. Because for whatever reason in Star Citizen, with every single one of my ships, when I call a ship, if it's low on fuel, it won't work. Like I have to leave the hangar, land somewhere else, and then fuel back up. It's not like that for everybody, but for whatever reason it is with my game. So I don't even try anymore. I've gotten so used to jumping out of a hangar. Isn't there one? There's one close, isn't there? So hang on, here's this, so it's gotta be right here. Yeah. Let's jump to Stanhope and then...
Quantum drive is now on. Landing gear up.
Yeah, I'm gonna guess that the ship hull points for the Connie are gonna be a lot higher too. It's gonna be able to take more of a beating, I think, than the Zeus. I don't know, I've got this odd suspicion that the Zeus is gonna feel kind of brittle, but I love the way it looks. It looks absolutely fantastic. I love all the ships that look more like modern stuff, right? Like, the Titan is still one of my favorite ships in this entire game. I'm actually working on a video with the Titan right now. It's gonna take a little while, but it's gonna be fun. It's more of a like a cinema type. I hope there's some water down here. Cannot be down for that. We can set up something for that. Because I was gonna I was gonna buy the cutter because $45 for LTI for a ship that I can upgrade. That's probably a good place to start. And then, but from where to upgrade from there to get credits and stuff, I'd end up just buying the Connie from there. Let me land here and I'll put it up in chat. I don't have, tonight I literally jumped on so fast I didn't have time to set up any of the little bot things or anything. I redid everything and Jessica's been working on some other stuff. Yeah, I'll drop the link. Yeah, we are. We're doing pretty good. Just enjoying the time. Now, let's see if it will let me refuel. It's been being a pain in the butt. Ah, yay. Okay, hang on, let me drop you the Discord link. Alright, I need to go see if there's some water in here, because I do not have any with me. Appreciate that, Ken. Yeah, thanks. Thanks for sticking around and Hopefully I start to get to do this regularly. And it gets tough working full time. Like, I wanted to stream last night and got on, and man, God, I was exhausted. I'm on the computer all day at work, so. Yes, sir. Let's see what we can get in here. Ooh. Yep. That's good. It means it hasn't been looted, so maybe I can get some water in here. Let's just check this room first. Not sure why that door is stuck open, but that's a little nerve-wracking. Oh, be some water in here, please. Yes. Thank you. Oh, look. I got a mask. That's what I'm talking about. And a tool. Oh, I don't want it. All of this crap. Water. Good enough. Watch me do the thing I always do and take off without it. I'd be so mad. There wasn't anything in here, was there? No. Okay. Yeah, they're pretty popular. I think just because of everything that's been going on, they've kind of made everything lucrative. Like I guess I can try out the new cutter if I want to. I mean, the landing gear's down and the back's open. Boo. I didn't really want to take it anyways. I need to do the salvage. Yeah, we're about done here. I'll regret it if I don't go check the last building. It doesn't look like that guy's still here, so. Pants are worth a lot. How much are they worth now? Maybe I should have grabbed them. I know the armor's worth quite a bit. Like the armor's like way better than it was. Hey, look, another one. Not too bad for my first place I've gone. I normally just loot everything because I don't feel like messing with it right when I'm doing it. I just grab it all and sort it out later. Oh, look. A black cherry. I like that. Look at that, 2. Take some more of those. Good enough. And that's... No, I'm not really mass collecting. I just needed to stop for some water. I think well, I'm not gonna do looting because Jessica would be mad, because that's her thing. She's the looting. She's the loot goblin. What do y'all think? Should I go check the last building? Should I check the car one? Well, there's not much else to do at these little outposts, right? She's probably watching. She might be at her daughter's little thing. Loot. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm not gonna go thirsty. So you're saying this little suit right here is worth like 1,100 at a specialty shop? Dang. Yeah, I need another one of these. Okay. Oh, dang, another one. Get that okay. Let me go. Oops. Local. I always grab the flares because when I get bored, when I'm like waiting for like org stuff, I start screwing around with all the flares. I'll have to take that to a store later because I want to see that. If it's worth 1,100 bucks, I'm gonna start collecting those because I get those in like every single box I open. Yeah, I've got a ton of those. Yeah, I don't know if Jessica's watching or not. I don't know if she's on right now. If not, she'll probably be on later. So I'm going to go ahead and have a drink. They'll have a trash job someday. Okay, I already have a gun. Alright. Okay. I've got to make sure I put this stuff in my ship. Do you know how many times I've had to reinstall this game, like from scratch? Like sometimes like just deleting the shader folder and user folders just doesn't do it for me. Like I'll still get a lot of pop in and I just end up wiping the whole thing out and redoing it. It fixes it every time, so I'm not gonna complain. I swear I just heard another shit. You know, salvage is one of those game loops that, man, you either like it or you hate it. You know, it's like for me, like especially like after work and stuff, it's kind of like relaxing just to go find a mission and scrape a hole. And plus they fixed it, right? So you're getting a lot more boxes. Hey man, what's up? Welcome in. Tip the top hat back at you, sir. All right. And my ship's not flying.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Let's go.
Launch complete.
Yeah, I've finished like the pirate swarm and all that stuff. I've already finished all that in the arena commander. I'm not gonna say I did the best, but I made it to the last wave. Yes, they fixed the headlights on the Vulture. I can confirm that for sure. And the rates are much higher. I've already tested that in 321. I think that was that last video I did, right? That 321 salvage thing. Because, like, I would used to, in that video I was showing, like, I used to only get, like, one box off of a Titan, right? And then I got, like, 2.5, so they, like, doubled it from what it was. I mean, it was, like, quadruple, then they nerfed it into oblivion where nobody would even do salvage anymore, and then... Let's see what we got. Let's see if I have anything close. If I got regular... You know, this makes me mad. Every single... Well, unless it's a regular medical one, but... Every single time I'm not in a combat ship, that pops up. Got a 400i. We can do a 400. That's at Mike. That's at Mike. It's a Vulture. All these are freaking Microtech, yo. That's not. A Vanguard Warden. Her L3. Her L4. Is there anything close? I really want to do one of these. This one says system failure, so that might be a good one. The heck with it. We can cruise. I mean, I'm in the Vulture. We'll take a trip. That ain't gonna work. Now y'all all saw me land on that pad and refuel, and it said it refueled, but look at my fuel. You see what I mean? It doesn't change. It won't. It like, I can never refuel my ships. It's driving me insane. Here, let's see. Let's see if it'll let me land on. Well, that's not it. Let's see if it'll let me do it at the harbor. Everest Harbor.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Hey, Drakey. I don't know about salvaging yet. I haven't gotten to it yet. I keep... I can't refuel my ship right now. So I've got to jump over here to see if I can refuel it before I jump off. I took a 20k mission.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Hey, and you know what I forgot? None of y'all reminded me. I left every single thing, including those 2 masts down there at that Stanhope. Ah! I didn't move it all to my ship. Alright, I'm going back. It was Stanhope I was at, right? Okay, it was Stanhope. Okay, let me get the fuel. Let me see if I can get the fuel, and then I'll jump down to Stanhope. That's true. Well, as long as I'm in this server, right? I'm going back for that. I want those 2 masks. I don't ever find those things. Plus, I think I owe Aosha one. I think that's. Hopefully that's how you say your tag, your name. Your bear mast, the one I blew you up in.
Landing. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
But I found a green one, and I want the green one. I'm gonna see if this thing will... fuel up in here. Oh, I know, man. I was just playing. Sure pants. Is he EVAing? No. Alright. Whoa. Overshot that a little bit.
Landing complete.
All right. Yeah, it was coupled. It's not. It wasn't decoupled. Maybe if I do one of these at a time. Come on. Taking its sweet time. Alright, I guess I'm gonna have to reclaim this thing. Because that's aggravating. Maybe if I just do the quantum fuel by itself. Sometimes if you give it a few minutes, it'll work, but I'm not gonna sit here forever on this.
Attention. I have been authorized to scan.
And now I'm being scanned inside the hangar. That's hilarious. Yeah, but it's like nothing's working right now. Like it just, but it's been like this, right? Like I haven't been able to fuel up any of my ships.
Okay. Thanks. You're clear to proceed.
Okay. Well, I mean, I get there's nothing I can do. So I guess I'll just have to call it.
Launch complete.
Something just hit me. Oh, I want to play
Thank you.
Cyberpunk
Please
so
visit
bad. That's not a pad down there, that's a bay. Stupid security. Wait. No, Cyberpunk's still single player pretty much.
Landing complete.
Alright, one more time on a pad. One more time, and then I'll just park off the pad and reclaim this thing. The joys of Star Citizen. Come on, give me my fuel. Alright. I'm over it. I am over it.
Launch complete. Engines offline.
Features. What is the here? Let me show y'all another feature. Let's see how much it's how squirrely it is when I jump off the edge of this. Oh, it didn't do it that time. Normally you spin into oblivion. Bye bye, little vulture. Ah. Yeah, they fixed it alright. They need to watch the stream then.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Where's my vulture claim?
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Costing me money.
Thank you.
3 minutes. Ugh.
Please visit us again.
Berry blend? That's bullcrap. That wasn't physics. You stay right there. Gonna watch F1 from Texas, but now watching you play makes me want to play too. Well, play and watch. That's normally what I do. I usually have like a stream going every now and then and watch. Yeah. I've got to kill the time. And a burrito for the road. Well, that's new because it used to stop the animation when you would start to walk when you were
Welcome
drinking.
to the ASOP
So that must be
vehicle
something
retrieval
they're
system.
working on. A lot of that little stuff you don't even notice.
Vehicles, your vehicle has been delivered to the following location. Please visit us again. Goodbye. Vehicles, your vehicle.
Okay,
has
hangar
been
4.
visited.
Now we have fuel. Let's go see. Of course, we gotta fly all the way to Microtech. I guess I'll get my stuff on the way back. When like later after I'm done salvaging, I'll come back and get it. Cause that was at Stanhope. I want all that crap, man. That was a lot of stuff for one little place. I feel you on work, man. I still gotta get up and go another day. Just grind and grind and grind. I think I should go, maybe I should go back now and get it. Because I don't feel like I'm gonna make it back later. Because I'll probably just stay over at Microtech. Alright. Let's go.
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Plus I don't even have to really get out of the ship, so... here, right? Yeah.
Quantum drive is now on. Landing gear up.
Thought I was gonna hit that thing. That's good, because then I can just go straight up and go to my salvage claim. I should be able to jump to it from here. That'll be good. Yep. Yeah, I love being able to just, like, when we're looting and doing bunkers and stuff like that, we just fly by the station, jump out, throw it in local, and then just take back off without even having to land or anything. It's super convenient. I wonder how that's going to work with, like, persistent hangars and stuff, though. I wonder if that's going to be available to be able to, like, fly somewhere and then it automatically goes to your hangar, or if you're going to actually have to land. That's a long ways away, though. I'll be glad when we don't have to be with our quantum drives pulled up to see the points that we're going to, and we can just use our own markers. We don't even need the bunkers to have local. If they would just give us the one SCU box so that we could throw everything in it. But we can't. We have the little tiny, like, what is it, like the quarter SCU boxes, but we don't have the one. Or not even a quarter, it's like less than a quarter. Yep. Or an STV with a piece of armor in it. Or I don't know if they took that away or not. You used to be able to put a piece of armor like in your STV or something like that, and it would drop a 1 SCU box. That's insane. I filled up 28% of my local inventory from that one outpost. The new map is going to be game-changing. Alright guys, we're gonna get to the salvaging now. Just gotta clear this atmosphere. This thing is so slow. Let me make a quick jump so I can jump to this. got a little hop, skip, and a jump here. So are you guys playing this evening, or just checking out the streams, or playing at the same time? I don't know about you guys, but I'm like super stoked about tomorrow being Friday. Like, I don't even want to work, but like half a day. I plan on trying to do as much as I can in the morning and maybe like slack off in the afternoon because, Lord, it's been a long week. But I can't do that because I probably have an afternoon meeting, I'm sure. So what did y'all think about that that server meshing tech demo? What about what about the jump point? Cause that server meshing demo was like, I don't know, that was like super techy. I'm just kind of like, so how close are we exactly? Like, it's like still, we're still in the soon zone, I guess, right? Yeah, I think it's going to be a game changer, but it's just like, man, it just seems like I don't know, I get the feeling that it's further away because they just did a kind of mock-up server to kind of show it. No more 30Ks is going to be insane. I don't even know what we're going to do without that. It's kind of like part of the game now. See, yeah, Drakey, I'm with you. Like, I feel like, I don't know. For me, I feel like it didn't work. Maybe it doesn't work on a grand scale, so they just made this little internal server meshing little thing so that they could kind of show how they want it to work versus how it really works right now. Not to say that they're not close or that they're not on the right track, but I just don't feel like we're any closer than when we were at the last CitizenCon. As far as meshing goes, and the reason I say that is because of the whole pyro thing, right? Now we're getting pyro before server meshing, and that tells me that it's far away, and they know they got to do something with pyro, which is fine, right? I'm cool with that. So we can't jump seamlessly to the next galaxy. I can deal with that as long as in that galaxy we can fly around and be in that galaxy. It's still better than any of the other space games that are out there. Yep, that's right. Squadron 42. Yep. All done with all the features, so they're spitting, polishing it up. Yeah, and it's really weird if you look at that progress tracker, like it has those teams working on the polishing stuff like midway through December. And I'm like, they've got to be just not updated it all the way because there's no way they're going to be done polishing in December. I'm thinking 2024 CitizenCon or something like that next year is when we might possibly see it at the earliest. My guess. Which is fine. I'm cool with that, man. If it comes out next year, hallelujah. And if they put like all that crap that they said they're going to add in the next 12 months, I'll be honest with you. If they put like 30 to 50% of that in the game in the next 12 months, I'll be pretty happy. I mean, that's a lot of stuff for them to really get done and add. Yeah, and I'm fine. I'm cool with not being able to
75%.
jump to it. Like, why can't like I would love it to be something like, so if you got to the jump point and they just said, okay, well, when you go to the jump point, it like loads you into a different server. I'd be fine with that. Load me into a different server. But like that, like, my only thing is I always say this about CIG, they're like, they have really good marketing teams, right? And so, you know, right from the get-go, like right out of the gate on day one, they presented the tech demo of Star Engine, right? And it's cool. Don't get me wrong, man. It's amazing. I loved watching. It was fantastic. And the problem is it shows what it can do, and I feel like, especially with new people coming into the game or people who don't know, they're gonna see that, they're gonna buy into this game and go, well, where's all this stuff? And they're gonna find out real quick that like 20% of that's only in the game. We don't have all that other stuff, like all the destructible stuff, and you know, even the water stuff behind the ship was kind of cool, like the trails. But even that, I see them taking a little bit longer. I don't think we're going to get that in 12 months. But we know they're going to sell the tech too. Yeah, no, and I agree. And like from my standpoint, like when I saw it, I was like, cool. This is stuff that they're, you know, we might actually get to see in the future. But I mean, I was just sitting there watching it thinking, man, as somebody who's just sitting there, they're not going to realize that that's not the game. It looks like the game, and it's in-game stuff that they've done through tech, but all that stuff's not in it. They're going to see that jet shooting at it, shooting at stuff, and you know, where they showed the Gladius shooting at the destructible stuff, and they're going to think that's already in the game.
Quantum drive is now off.
Oh, tons. That's gonna make their entire company that server meshing stuff. Because if they perfect that, you know how many companies are gonna buy into that? I bet Bethesda's gonna be first in line with all their loading screens. Somebody's scanning me.
Quantum drive is now on.
Yeah, they're doing some really good work. And when I'm talking about it, I'm not trying to make it like a negative thing at all. I'm excited for a lot of the stuff. I just wish they would be more blunt about, hey, all of this is not in the game yet, like right up front, but this is just what our technology can do. But they don't really say that, and I get it. You know, they need to make the money, and I guess the more people who come in, you know, the better off we are. So really shouldn't gripe about it too much. It's just kind of like the armor and stuff like that they sell in the store. You know, there should be a disclaimer in there that says, hey, if you die in game or lose this in game, like, you lose it. They don't tell you, oh, you have to go back to the store, melt it, and then buy it again to get it back. I mean, it's kinda... No, I'm definitely not as salty as Mike and Grumpy Eye for sure. I just try to say it kind of like how it is and how they're putting it. I mean, they're out to make money, and that's just the, you know, bottom line behind all of it. They got to make their cash. All right. Dude, we are going so fast. All right. Turn and burn. Yeah, they're gonna have some more mine before it's over with. I mean, listen, the last couple of patches, I'm okay. I mean, we can play, and it's been pretty fun and pretty decent. And man, if they leave stuff in the game where we can have fun, like I've never had so much fun, like salvaging, like doing ERTs or HRTs, and then salvaging the big ships with all that loot, and then I've never had so much first person action like at the going to sell loot and stuff before. I found out real quick that as long as you're inside that little thing, it doesn't matter if you drop a bomb right on it. You're gonna live. All right, I'm gonna go see what that loot is. Yeah, I'm like I said earlier, I'm really thinking about that. No, go back down. Oh, that'll work. Don't break a leg, dude. Man, this thing took a beating. I bet you this is junk. Ooh, those are big. Quartz. Quartz. Terranite, that's not bad. I might take that box of Terranite. Tungsten is junk. Iron. Tungsten. Iron. Forget it. I ain't even gonna worry about it. Whee! Yeah, that saying what's in the box saves me so much time. All right. Let's see how the salvaging is doing, shall we? Dude, look at how fast that is filling up the box. That's half a box already. Ooh, salvage is in again. Nope, no more face plants. This is going pretty quick. And it's up to you. I'm probably just gonna do some salvaging and chill tonight. I am gonna get on tomorrow though to actually play, so I will definitely be on tomorrow to like play. Man, I really want to get a group of people together and go mess around at Ghost Hollow. It's been like I haven't been to Ghost Hollow since it like first came out, and being able to respawn at Tressler is like super nice, right? And I have an M2 and y'all have an A2. Drakey, that was you? I didn't even turn my ship around. I was like, I'm gonna haul ass. Yeah, let me finish this salvage mission right here, and then maybe I'll jump on and we can hop in the Discord or something and go check out Ghost Hollow. I'd probably be down for that. Let me finish this. I've already done like 25% of it. And since you're right, since I'm already at Microtech. Man, I gotta say, now that I'm thinking about it, I haven't been to Microtech in like 2 patches. I like hang around ArtCorp and usually like Lorville and stuff like that is where I'm normally at. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Yeah, it's getting up there. It's kind of exciting, man. You know, it's a lot of work. It's been a grind, but it's been a lot of fun, and I've met some really cool people while doing it, which has like made it all worth it. Cause like, you know, when I first started it, I never had any intention of like doing a Discord and stuff, but man, it's been a lot of fun, and it's definitely appreciated. You guys hanging in there with me. What am I at? 931. I might get. I mean, it maybe by the end of the year, maybe. But if not, that's okay. I'll just keep going with it. Maybe I'll get to buy some Star Citizen toys if I do. Because it's not like it's going to let me quit my day job, right? So, like, I was talking about it earlier, like, Jessica and I are making this video, and it's kind of like a story, and we're still working out the story, but it's about, kind of like a story about a pilot with an Avenger Titan, kind of like doing his day job. And, like, so far, like, what I've got for the intro is actually, it came out a lot better than I thought it was. So, it got me excited about it, and I was like, okay, well, I was doing it for fun, just to play around with some footage. But now I'm, like, excited about it. I'm like, man, I'm gonna finish this one. Okay. I needed to do one of these 20k ones so that I could unlock the next tier of this. I think this is the last one I have to do before I unlock, like, the 30k ones. Or is it the 50k? Maybe it's the 50k. But you can see, man, it's filling up those boxes, like, pretty quick. This is, like, much better. I think some of those alien ships look cool, but man, I don't know. Like, I don't know that the alien ships are ever gonna be like for me. Okay, halfway done with this. Let's get the rest of this done. Oh my god, if it did right now, I'd be so angry. Now I do like the Merchantman because it doesn't look as alien to me as the other ships do. Like the Banu Defender, I like the ship, like I like what it does and the purpose of it, but like I don't know. I just don't think they're, it's like I said, I love the new Zeus. And I like the ships like the Titan and stuff. Those are like my favorite as far as looks go. Like it's like the Corsair. Like the Corsair is a beast of a ship. But man, I just can't, I don't like the wings. It's just a personal thing. Like I can't get past the wings. I'm like, I wish the wings were like symmetrical on both sides. Yeah. Well, I mean, like, the Nomad doesn't have any landing gear. And that one looks different. I don't know. The Nomad, like it's a weird thing for me. The Nomad ship. I go back and forth on it. Like some days I like it, and then some days I'm like, man, I don't like the landing gear. I don't like the hover. Now, I like it for rock mining because man, it makes it so much easier to land that thing anywhere. Because even if you get over a little rock, it doesn't matter because it's just hovering above it. The Blade. I don't know that I've ever flown the Blade. Well, yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. It was one of those free flies. I love that the volume stopped working with this. Yeah, I haven't subscribed. I subscribed for like 3 or 4 months, and then I stopped with the subscriber stuff. Like I got like 2 ships in a row or something like that I didn't like, so I just stopped. All right, why is it not filling the box? Why is it working on this, but not the abrade? Did I, like, overheat it? There we go. Alright, I'm almost done with this. It looks like I'm pretty close here. I'm not going to strip it all the way. I just wanted to finish the mission. So that I could get that done and get the bigger ships. Ah, I thought I was going to be able to finish that without having to get out of the seat, but that's not going to happen. Drakey, no, I have not. Is it better? Is it that much better? Maybe I need to try that. Maybe that's something I need to try on the Vulture. I haven't really tested that. So I got 8 boxes so far. Three boxes pretty much. How inefficient. Maybe that's something I need to do later, is do something on the heads, like show the difference between and how much you actually get. Kind of like over the same area or something like that. Yay, contract complete. But look, I love the way they don't make you finish the whole thing, right? Because I still have an entire nose to do. I could probably get an entire box out of that. All right, while that's jumping, I know the sound probably stopped. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump into on the Discord. I'm gonna jump into in the voice. I'm gonna jump into Star Citizen. Almost to Microtech. Hey, Osha, if you're talking in the Discord, I cannot hear you. I'm gonna go probably head over to, what is that, Tressler? I need to hit Tressler, I think.
I should be coming in clear now.
Yep. Good. Yeah, Drake, if you want to hop in on the Discord. Where is there it is. Hey Ken, you have a good night too, man. Anytime you want to jump into the Discord and join us, man, feel free. Yep, salute to you, Ken. Appreciate you coming in.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Hello.
Hey man, what's going on?
I'm gonna have to restart Discord. I'm having issues with it.
Landing gear
Okay.
down.
Bump. And land.
I would say that was a close call.
Yeah, it wasn't really good. It wasn't going too
Landing
fast.
complete.
Landed right into
Does
the
it say?
elevator.
Humans offline.
Like a glove. Oh, dude, you sound like me, Mr. Imbiggle, when I was sitting at work today. I was like, oh my, the last hour. I just wanted to run. Y'all about to see just how bad somebody can be at combat. What am I gonna do with this? Probably nothing. It can stay on my ship. I will go take it later. I'm gonna need a gun. Oh, hang on. Hold the phone. See, look at that. Y'all almost let me forget again. I left all my stuff on my ship. Okay, hi. Vehicles. Local, move all. There we go. Much better. I don't feel like losing all that. Let me back this out real fast because I want to be on here. Alright. Alright, lobby. Cool.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Store. Okay. What's everybody gonna be flying? I basically have a gladiator. I can claim that.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Thank you.
I've got a buck, but it's still loaded with a lot of ballistics, and that's really it. I've got like a buck and a gladiator to fight with right now. I mean, I have an M2.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
Let me go grab a weapon and reset my spawn point.
Quality medicines that you need at the price.
Please, if anyone
Increasing
sees
rate
Dr.
to fifth
Baldwin.
and patient wait times. Choose convenience. Choose Keltorix.
There we go. Now I'll respawn here.
Ready to shift your perspective from the ordinary to the extraordinary. Ready to
Down here, right?
reset your expectations from the
Am I lost again? I think I'm lost again. Where are the weapons at Tressler?
stay at the luxurious accommodations. Tour Empire class ship.
Oh, this will work. Hey, Osha, can you not hear me in Discord? Or do you just not want to be on the chat? Because I really don't care if you're on the chat or not.
No, I'm just going and keeping the audio on and off a bit.
Oh,
Don't
that's
want
fine. No,
it
no, that's
too
fine.
much.
No, you're good. I was just making sure I was letting you know I'm not worried about you. Let me buy... This is cool. I need magazines for this. Here that is. I've got med pens on me, so that's fine. That's good enough. I think that's good enough for now. We're probably going to die long before we get to the ground.
Whether you're just looking to spend the day
Good.
cloud hopping with
Drakey, did you make it back?
or relaxing by reading
Oh, I know. The FS9's amazing. Yeah, I normally end up with a bunch of them. Actually, I think I probably have a few of them over at, like, in the Hurston, at, like, the Everest. I think I have a bunch of them, and I probably have a couple of them over at, Arc L1. I used to base myself out of Arc L1, like, all the time. It was just, like, a nice, like, in-between of everything. So, okay, I think we're good there. So I'm gonna get back on.
Crusader is calling. Stay at the luxurious accommodations, tour Empire-class shipyards, and bunks in a sunset that is truly unforgettable.
Alright, I've got enough of that.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
What do y'all think? I guess I mean the only ship I have right now, because I haven't went and bought anything. I mean, all I have is pretty much the Gladiator, because they took the last patch they took my Connie and they took my Harbinger from me. With full loadouts, I might add.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle. Your vehicle has been delivered to the
Hangar 3. This Gladiator is such a turd of a ship, but I love the way it looks. And the missiles help. But the pilot guns are terrible. I do like the way you enter it though.
Advent Aerospace. All systems online. You are clear to launch.
Drakey ever make it back? Hey Drake,
Hello?
can you hear us, Drakey? If you're talking, Drakey, I can't hear you. Oh no. Uh-oh, I think my ship is glitched again, where I can't fire the weapons.
Takeoff complete.
Anyways, I'll just go where I am now and maybe scout this out. See what's going on. Yeah, the Hurricane's nice, but you gotta have that second person to do any, like, real damage.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
Nope. Power cycle's not working. I don't know. I think this ship is probably bugged because it happened to Jess and I the other night when we were screwing around over in Hurston. It was just a pain. Drakey, it's really weird because, like, it's got to be your mic or something. I don't know what it is because I could literally hear you typing. I just can't hear your voice for whatever reason.
Quantum drive is now on. Landing gear raised.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I have no guns, no pilot-controlled guns on this. That's hilarious. Oh well, I'll go scout it. Oh look, some ships. They're probably just bombing it, aren't they? Ooh, they're shooting at something. That's pretty cool. You can see all the missiles and bombs going off. Is there anybody down there? The torps are working.
No, I think they're just bombing it for fun.
Well, they hit me.
And I'd be careful, Silver. Those have an almost 500-meter radius explosive.
Yeah. They didn't get me on that one. Dang, I was hoping that guy was going to turn red since he hit me.
That was the concussive blast wave. The main damage is within 300 meters.
Lock.
Is that guy? He's not coming back. What are you flying? The F8? This is kind of fun to watch, though. This guy's just dropping major bombs down there. Is he going back in? Where's he at bombs now? Is that you buzzing it below? I can't see. Here.
That was me backing up like crazy because I heard him drop.
That's easier. Now that I can see you. So that was 4. That was 4. He should be out, right? How many does it carry? 5? Apparently he has unlimited bombs. Are those size 5s? Oh, I guess they are size 5s. I guess they aren't that big. I was thinking it was like the A2. I didn't even see what ship it was. Gotcha. When I targeted him earlier, I wasn't even paying attention. Well, I can't shoot, so... Did he just crash? Yeah, A2 has 4 size 9s, yeah. I wish that guy would do something stupid so we could blow him up. He must be out of bombs because he's up close.
Yeah, usually after 10, that's the limit. It's also only 47,000 to rearm it.
Is he gonna drop another bomb? I feel like there's another bomb coming. Oh, oh, oh. Is he out of there? Alright, Mr. Unbeatable. Hey, thanks for stopping by, man, and chatting. I appreciate it. And I'll catch you on the flip side. What the hell is that? Is that it? wind is blowing me all over the place. Freaking storm is serious.
I'll be the guy in red armor, so be careful.
Well, I can see your name now.
Just saying, you never know sometimes with this damn game.
Yeah, red armor. If your name isn't popping up, red armor ain't gonna stop me. There's a guy here.
It's an NPC.
No, it's not. He put his gun away, so I put my gun away, so...
Hey, what is that? Be right back.
Nope, but it's been corrected.
That's an NPC?
Nope, NPC.
Dude. I'm dead. I got med pins on me, though. He's dead. I killed the NPC. Dude, I was standing there right in front of that guy, and he put his weapon away and everything, and we were just standing there like it was a real player almost for a second. That was crazy. He was moving like a real player.
On my way.
Oh, you're good. I've got time. And he's dead now, so... And he's got a cool helmet. He's got the one with the white horns sticking out of it. Forget what that helmet's called, but... We'll blame it on Drakey. It's Drakey's fault he wasn't here. You were right, though. It was an NPC. Like, when he put his gun away, like, I thought it was like a real person all of a sudden. I wasn't paying attention. I'll say this, I took a lot of rounds from him. Ooh. I'm up. Now we turn this machine on. Launch program. That wind is nasty. Isn't there a tower around here somewhere?
Yeah, it should be further up.
There it is. That guy's gonna come back and bomb us.
Don't know, but as long as we're inside the buildings, we're fine. I'm just double checking to make sure there's no more NPCs around.
I ran all through there. That was the only guy I saw, but I mean, you know how they can respawn sometimes.
By the way, I think that might have been an elite spawn NPC.
Yeah, that dude was nasty. So we have to drop the radar to get this to work. I completely forgot about that. We have to take down the comms. My bad. I forgot. I forgot. Was there anything in this other tower? Any NPCs?
There's 2 machines.
Yeah, there's 2 machines.
The actual radar tower itself, you just need to authorize, and we should be able to pull money from both terminals.
Yeah, but you have to take down the comms first. The comm array is up. You can't do it with the comm array up. It's one of those, like, actually completely forgot about it. Storm is killer. How I survived that fall, but I did.
Almost negative 30 C right now.
Yeah.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
Dang, man, that storm is nasty. Where are you going? To the tower?
Going to take a look.
Skies are clear. We might have to grab a tiger claw.
Feel like Close Encounters of the Third Kind with that light on me. Maybe I should wear a shirt saying no probula.
You could. I can't believe there's nobody here. Usually there's places like really hopping. Yep, skies are still clear. We got nothing.
I think the bombs that we dropped might have killed everything.
Yeah. Alright. Backing up. Yeah, we'll have to go back up there.
Anvil Aerospace. All systems online.
I was trying to power cycle a little bit there, but that wasn't working too well. Alright, let's see what is on the menu. Hey, are you down there at Ghost Hollow? Still?
Yeah, the comm array has to be offline.
Okay, stay. Are you still there on the ground? You're not in your ship yet, are you?
Right next to the terminal for the tower.
I'm about to take a bounty assignment mission, and I'm going to share it with you. It's 35,000, and it's at Hollow. Ghost
No.
Hollow. No?
Up to you.
Sharing it. Did you get it?
Yep, have neutralized Garrett Ballet.
You've already shot him? No, you haven't shot him yet.
Nope.
Let's sweep down here. I'm coming back down now.
Roger, Rubber Ducky, I see you. 10-4.
Uh-oh. Where are you at? Are you on the ground or are you up in the ship? Like up in the dill?
I'm on the ground.
Are you by my ship? Are you running around my ship right now?
Yep.
Okay, that's you. Okay. Just making sure that was you before I got out.
Takeoff complete. Landing complete.
Hello?
What's up, Kenji?
Hey, Kenji, how you doing?
Doing good, man. Is I think Mr. Silver is still in the game?
Yeah, I'm here.
I mean, as long as he can hear us.
I can hear you.
Cool, great, man. I don't want to distract you while you're doing what you need to do in game.
Oh, I'm just messing around, man. I'm just streaming for fun.
Oh, good. I basically wanted to go over a couple, like, small basics in terms of how I do and don't like how CIG has basically turned me into a Ferengi. Deep Space Nine reference there in terms of the game within a game. When you're looking at the pledge store, and you don't have to pull it up in a browser window or whatever, but like the current cross chassis upgrade, the current chain that's available right now, two of them actually. The still not inexpensive one is the A1. That's going for like $200. But on the side of the ship upgrade, if you've ever seen the ship upgrade page, if you click on instead of my ships and you click all ships, you can choose like the current one that I got recently was a Saber, and you can on the left side of the ship upgrade page, you can click on a Saber I'm trying to scroll to it right now. Hold on a second. And it's basically a $5 CCU. And the benefit of looking out for these bargains is the A1 Spirit is trading at $200. But if you... Why is it taking me so long to find the stupid saber? Okay, here we go. So when I click on the saber on the left, it's $170. But then if you go into the... So what you want to upgrade to is the $200 A1 Spirit. It'll give you two choices. You can click on plus $5 for the War Bond edition. Granted, that's new cash, and CIG loves that. Or you can click on the lower one, which is plus 30. So if you pay that $5 in real cash right now, you're getting a $25 boost for the value of what the A1 will be later when it's selling, or even currently selling at $200. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's where these other guys, whether it's Level Cap Gaming, whoever introduced me or gave me really good ways of looking at last year's IAE, and hence when IAE is coming up. Say they launch a new starter pack, or they launch some sort of promotion for the third cutter variant. You might be able to get, whether it's $40 or whatever, or like even the C8R. That thing was trading $15 cheaper, and then you just slowly build. Like, say you pick up a C8R for $5 and you get a $15 value on that. Or a couple of the other examples, like I forget if it was Invictus. Invictus was where I picked up a Hawk to the tank Tonk, or I forget. I think it was $5 I paid, but it's basically a $10 benefit. And then these are the smaller, less expensive ships. So as you're building up, like I'll give you an example of a small chain I have going right now: the Hawk to Tonk for $10. But then again, the next CCU that I bought for $10 of a value of $10, just like the last example I gave you was 25 of what you're deducting of the cost of what you would pay for that ship.
Okay, that makes sense.
So the Hawk to Tonk gave me, for whatever, I'm sure I didn't pay 10 for $10, $5, paying $5 to get a $10 benefit. Hawk to Tonk is a value of 10. Hornet Ghost to Ballista is another value of 10. So now we're at the cost of what a Ballista is currently trading at. So I'm gonna dig to find again real quick. Of course, I have to scroll until it always starts you back down at like the $40. Not even Mustangs. That's even at 20. Okay, so the Ballista's trading 140. So now we're at 140. Just those two chains, if you were able to snag that, saves you $20 on, say, if you were getting, I don't know, what's the current. If you're actually, I think it's War Bond, so this wouldn't qualify for the Zeus's, and it's not huge. That's not great. But I'm going to, for example, in addition to the Nova Tonk, the other chain I have is Nova Tonk to Cutlass Red. A whole bunch of these I built out, like where then later on I grabbed a Ballista to Prospector, Prospector to Vulture, Vulcan to Antares, Hoplite to MSR, Sentinel to Eclipse, Eclipse to Caterpillar, Starfarer Gemini to Valkyrie, and all of this adds up to the higher end ships where you're taking out 30 to even sometimes 40% of the cost of what you would be paying for. The downside is, especially if you're building on like an LTI token or a referral bonus ship, you can't melt that.
No.
When you're building this chain, this had better be a ship that you want. The only other way that you can get around this is say that you got last year IAE, the cutter was an LTI starter package.
Yeah, we bought one. Yeah.
You can melt that bad. So say you built not something on the size of what I'm going to do over BMM, and I'm going to put that on a referral bonus, and I don't plan to melt that. But hypothetically, say you were building, I don't know, a Zeus 2 or whatever on a starter package, you can say, you know what, I don't want this anymore. And from what I've described to you, you can say at a future IAE or across Invictus and even the smaller events, even this current event, like I was mentioning with the Zeus from CitizenCon, you can grab. Well, one of the things I did before CitizenCon even hit was whatever was before that. I grabbed the Hull fee. I grabbed a C2 to Hull fee, and granted, I'm not made of money, but I think I paid anywhere from $40 or $50 or $100 spread, meaning I've locked in a $50 value for the Hull C being 500. I'm building this towards the BMM, which is 600 or 650. So that's still $50 worth I'm going to get to shave off the price of that BMM, if that makes sense. I mean, it should make sense.
Yes.
But you don't have to build up that way. It's just that I know that if we're careful about it, and the frustrating part about IAE, by intention and by design of CIG, is as IAE rolls out, you're going to have different days that different things are on sale.
Yep. And
not by error or not by mistake. Some of them will overlap, and you're going to have to pick and choose. Well, did I want that vulture to prospector to vulture, or did I want something else that will either overlap it or make that one redundant, something along those lines. If you're really lucky, you'll get something like each of these were at a value of 25, and CIG does this sometimes intentionally, of like literally Sentinel to Eclipse and Eclipse to Caterpillar, where they line up really nicely. Sometimes you have to spend either in-game or store credit if you have it to make those connections. Like if I have a Nova Tonk to Cutlass Red and then Ballista to Prospector, I need to pay for the difference of a Cutlass Red to Ballista to close that gap, right? And the other frustrating part, that's why you try to close it at the end of IAE or before, is as soon as IAE goes away, some of these ships are not going to be available anymore. And I kind of snagged myself on that before. That's why I had to wait. Like, for example, where it goes... I'm forgetting what another... Oh, yeah. So I have a Sentinel to Eclipse, $25, but I don't have anything linking to the Sentinel. And then the Sentinel, until IAE or Invictus, isn't even for sale. So I can't even close that chain, even though I built it out. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Cool. Okay. So I'm sorry, but there's a lot of information all at once, and I'm grateful you guys can keep up with whatever I've been. And I'm grateful that it sounds like it makes sense.
Well, like, I mean, I've watched a ton of videos on it as well.
So, good. Okay.
So cool, I kind of understand. I kind of understand it, but like once I start doing it, I end up getting lost.
If I'm fortunate enough that, just like now, I took a chance, and I'm grateful you mentioned about your Discord. When IE is going down, I will ride shotgun with you, and I'm hoping not to play too much of a nagger or try to run your chain for you and be like, no, don't get that one. I'm not gonna be slapping you on the wrist, but I'm going to. And I remember last IAE, a whole bunch of the ones that were like, because say it's Anvil's Day, and there's a thing that you're thinking, well, I'm not sure I want that, and then you fall asleep or whatever, and you miss it. Sometimes the last day of IAE, they bring all of the sales because it's the end of the show, right. And then everything, all the chains that were there before, are up again. Some of them they don't. Sometimes they don't. So it isn't. I think in previous IAEs you could kind of bank on that. This time I don't. I'm not so sure. And it's a case of don't count on the last day of IAE that something a link in a chain that you might have wanted that it'll definitely come back. It's kind of a hit or miss. Not so much hit or miss. It's CCU whack-a-mole by intention and by design for CIG. But I think it's a great way for if you want, not even if you want a bigger ship, like I said, just saving $20 on even not a ballista, but something in even the stupid ballistas, which I wouldn't buy for myself. People like Jumptown, go for it. That's you, but
They're too
that's
cheap.
$140.
They're too cheap. You can buy.
And then
them.
there's the
Yeah.
other, that's a very fair point. When you want something like that, a vehicle, right? A land vehicle, absolutely, you want to get that in game. But a Hornet tracker is 100. And if that's something, again, these for people like you that are more experienced and more familiar with what you can buy in game, the other main reason I like having certain ships just available is because, and no harm, no foul on CIG when they're trying to fix what goes wrong on the servers, but a lot of people were frustrated with or complaining about continual or consistent wipes. Well, then you can't build back, or even if you're trying to build back, you're not earning enough to get those more expensive ships.
Right.
Or even what you have gained gets nuked because it has to be. And as much as I get a bit of a chuckle, although I'm more resentful than chuckling when guys are like, "Hey, look at this exploit," and it's like, okay, great, I'm glad you found it. And now CIG's gonna have to fix that. And because you've thrown the economy so out of whack, and it's literally an AEUC exploit,
They're gonna wipe everything.
they're gonna make sure
anything.
you can't. They have to wipe it for all players because it's not fair, et cetera, whatever. And that's where I'm not, and I am and am not an apologist for CIG or rationalizing my spending behavior to have ships so that I don't, and my own time constraints, that I have something I want to use without having to wait to earn back. That's my point. But I was keen to at least initiate, and I'm grateful you had the time now for me to give you a better understanding. I'm hoping that you have a better understanding and exactly, you've done your research, which is great. And I'm hoping that I kind of solidified it for you a little better of what, not just, of course, you wanting to get those particular CCUs, but don't make or try to avoid the mistake. We're all human, but where I'm so happy I get a CCU, I sleep on it, or the event ends, and then the thing that I have as part of the beginning part, I didn't have anything to link to it. Now I got to wait till it goes on sale again so that I can, actually finally have the ship I want. Because you can't have that end ship. Say you were building towards a Constellation Andromeda or a Connie Aquila. One of the chains I have later is an Aquila to Caterpillar, or rather a Sentinel to Aquila for $20. But I was able to get an Aquila to Caterpillar to get my CCU that I put for Caterpillar to Glaive. So it's all of that, and I apologize for being a little redundant, but I think I answered or not. Did I address a couple things that you might have been curious about?
Well, I mean, I already know what I want. Like, the ship that I'm going to end up getting is, I want the Taurus. I want the Connie Taurus. Like,
yes, sir.
I want that as, like, my daily driver. That's what I want to go with.
And if we could jump into a time machine, like, one of the things that I needed to get in my chain for the Santok Yai was a Connie Taurus. I think the last step in my chain was a Taurus to Santok Yai. And I loved the look of the Santok Yai. But in terms of performance, it's front face is still the size of a barn door, and I don't care how maneuverable it is, it may still be too easy to hit. And from 220, which the Santok Yai is trading at, I'm sure that price is going to jump when it finally. I'm not expecting it to be released by IAB, but I would rather have, especially because the right content creators and players have said they've adjusted the aim adjust on the Ion is worthwhile. I'd rather have that than the Santok Yai that looks really pretty. Although I am like as the Glaive and the Banu Defender I own are examples of I am and was a fanboy of the alien craft, but I can't have immediate. Basically, my Glaive replaces the Santok Yai because they're both considered medium fighters.
Yeah.
And I can't rationalize having them both, even though the Santok Yai, gosh darn, it's awfully pretty. But I would rather have a size 7 ion cannon that I don't need to buy ballistic ammo. That's my rationale. Anyway,
Yep.
I don't know if you have any other questions for me, but I'm absolutely willing to coordinate with you for when IAE starts. If you want, a backup or a Monday morning coach.
Yeah, I mean,
To
we can
be
take a,
able to
yeah, we
say.
can take a look at that. You know,
And
I've had
again,
the Taurus in my like checkout box like
I
20
know,
times, and I just never
know.
buy it. I'm
and
like,
dude, I'm so glad you haven't, because and the upside is, if you did, you could always melt that, and whatever store credit we can use for buying the stuff in between, because that's what makes the CCU channel worthwhile, is whatever you've melted in a sitting store credit you can still
Yeah.
apply to
well,
things that are not war bond.
so I've been playing this game since like what, like 2016ish,
Longer
I
than
think.
me.
Yeah,
Nice.
2016.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, no, 2016, 2017. Well, I've known about it. I've watched it, but I never bought into it early on because there just wasn't enough to do. I'm like,
Yeah.
I was in the
No,
mindset
I'm so
of,
happy for some people. It's come leaps and bounds, and I am so trying to manage my expectations and lower my enthusiasm. But Squadron 42 has me hype. I am not ashamed to say I pulled the trigger on the F8C, because when I first signed up when I joined, literally was a year ago from the Foundation Festival, so a year ago July. When it could run, it was able to run on my computer at the time, and I was like, fuck yeah. And when I saw Squadron 42, I played Freelancer. I didn't play Wing Commander, but I've known of him,
I'm under
and
attack! Please!
we all
If
get
you
it.
hear this, help me!
And the fact that it brought Chris Roberts to tears, it's just, I'm happy for him, and I want to believe, I want this to succeed, and I was just telling myself, someday I'll have an F8C Lightning, and no, yeah, I fell for it, and congratulations, CIG, happy birthday, here's $260.
That's okay.
Which was great, but it was awful, but it was great, and it reminded me that I remember not feeling naive when I said, "Oh, great! So when I finish Squadron 42, I'm going to get an F8C," and I'm like, "No." The first time I finished Vandal Swarm or Pirate Swarm with Beachy Dam's help, oh no, this is how good and bad the marketing is. You earn the right to pay for the ship you unlock. So, the Glaive is a beautiful ship, and it's got twin size 5 guns, but it's something like 375. You're damn right. I'm going to build a CCU channel. So it's it's fine. It's and even though one would say or argue you're just getting a Connie Taurus. No, a Connie Taurus, what, $190? Let's shave, buy down, get you as many of these 10, 20, and $25 CCUs. And the thing is, it'll depend as each company, as each producer of ships, as their day comes, we see what price our savior Chris Roberts is offering a CCU for, and at what level. But what we can make it happen. I want to try to make sure that we can get you that dream ship of yours for the value you want it for, but less out of your pocketbook, if absolutely possible. And God loved the Zeus. I'm really impressed with it, and to me it just screams, you better show the Connie some love, man. You had me realize how powerful and potentially how really awesome the Connies are and were, and that from Beachy Dam to a couple other content creators, the Connie was their first ship and their first love. So I don't blame you guys at all. It's got an onboard snub. I mean, not all of them. The Aquila, and I forget which other one, because your Taurus is one of the variants that does not have the snub, if I remember.
Thanks.
Yeah, the Connie is just like, I don't know what it is. Like, it does like everything that I need it to do. Like, it has the cargo. I like the look.
Yeah.
It still has the turret on top. it still has 24 missiles. And then it had I don't know.
No, and that's what all of these are geared towards. There's something for everybody in Star Citizen. Like, I'm another chain I'm building toward.
Went splat due to a failed engine and ended up going and crashed on the server.
You crashed. You crashed on the what?
My laptop crashed.
Right engine clipped a tree and I went kaboom.
Oh,
I'm so sorry.
That's okay. I don't have any guns. My ship still won't shoot the guns. They won't.
And what you
and small, but she's wide.
And you and you can't refuel.
Nope, can't refuel either.
Can the Connie take a? It's big enough. It should be able to take a type of fuel. And CIG is really crafted. Like I think it's during February, where which surprised me, but I snagged it anyway. It's like they had some sort of CCU for the Super Hornet to the Heartseeker for $10. I mean, I'll take it. Anything that'll build toward. I mean, I'm not going to do that again during IAE, but we're gonna build the out of CCU.
Yeah. So regardless, for me to have an extra LTI token, it'd still be good for me to grab that $45 scout while it's there for LTI.
So here, the only thing that they're going to have that scout available through IAE. What I want you to try to do you have any? Has Jesse already been a referral bonus to you, or been someone who was a referral from you?
Yeah. Why?
Cool. But what I mean, if you timed it, if you didn't, that's okay. But if you timed it and have a referral bonus chip from when she did that, you could build it.
When she did it, I got the snub fighter.
Merlin. No.
The snub. I got the snub.
The Merlin. It should be the Merlin.
The Merlin. Yes,
that was a recent one. Cool. And you haven't built anything on that Merlin?
No. I also have a PTV. I don't know.
See, now you have the PTV. The thing I'm frustrated, at least my special account, doesn't show the PTV as one of your ships that you can build off of.
It's not. I don't think it's worth anything. Because it comes out of that surf and turf pack, where you get the fish tank with it.
Exactly. So if you haven't, and if you don't want to keep that Merlin out of sentimentality as the snub ship that it is, then there's your LTI. And what's really cool about your Merlin...
Is it LTI?
Go ahead. Isn't it? It has to be. It has to be.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, it was a referral one. So
if it's a referral bonus, it's absolutely LTI. So what we're looking at, this is freaking awesome. So dude, so that, I'm pulling it up right now in the ship upgrades. That's only worth $25. If they have a new starter ship, or if you can CCU, hypothetically, like CIG is also smart in that the Cutter Scout is new, but it's $25 to $50 for the Cutter Scout, but they're not offering it War Bond. It is available for War Bond now, but I can't, and I can get a CCU from the Merlin to the Cutter Scout, but it's not offering me that same discount that the A1 or the Hull C is currently going at. That should make sense. So if during IAE they have another new, whether it's another, it shouldn't be another Fury, but if they have another less expensive ship that's coming out, like another one that I have is Reliant Reliant Mako to Freelancer for $10, but that's still more expensive. if we can get you something cheaper on the way, fine. If we can't, we can't. But
I'll be back in about 10 or 20 minutes, gents. I need to go take care of a couple things.
do what you gotta do, man. Thank you.
Why's my ship off the ground? Oh, it's not. Sorry.
And then like another one I grabbed before the Cutlass Black jumped in price was the Cutty Black to the Nova Tonk for $10. But that PCU doesn't exist anymore because that $10 difference isn't there anymore. What else? We're gonna figure it out based on what I'm not gonna say it's feast or famine, but either IAE is gonna have something in that lower range, or they won't, and hopefully they will. Like my best example to you right now is I think they even gave out some sort of promo sale for the because the regular Pisces made it into the ship showdown. That was at a reduced price, and for something like your Merlin, you'd want to, if you and I could jump into a time machine, we would do a CCU to the basic Cutlet Pisces, and then do another one from the regular base Pisces to the C8R, and we might have saved $10 or $15 on that alone, which there's nothing like that this time right now. But IAE should bring something. Worst case scenario, we're going to shade at least.
Yeah.
I wouldn't say that I'm going out on a limb to say we're going to shave at least $20 to $50 off your torques, which is not nothing. I would like to make it more. Based on what in-house CIG plays it. I'd love to guarantee it, but it'll all depend on how CIG rolls. But it won't surprise me because literally the first IAE I was at last year completely blew me away. And to be fair, whichever videos you've watched,
Yeah.
It's off and on throughout the year. Like before, I probably wouldn't have been paying as much attention during Invictus or even here at CitizenCon. The latest thing that I grabbed was that saber to A1 Spirit. Actually, during the last event before CitizenCon, when they first announced the Hull scene, I grabbed like, I'm not sure how much they cost, but I grabbed a back-to-back Caterpillar to C2 Hercules with Warbond, as well as a C2 Hercules to Hull C Warbond. That you kind of got to be on the look for them, but also as we know CIG is notorious for, that sale was for a reasonably long time where I kind of mulled it over and I'm like, some of my stupid ships are on that higher end that I'm going to need to. And I'm willing to melt that if IAE is going to give me something that's better value.
Yeah.
And those two back to back are going to help me for the DMM. And then I remembered, well, hell, the Liberator I want to get is going to be in that price range too. So I grabbed a Prowler to Hull C spread also. But see, dude, I'm the one who convinced myself I needed it. Alien Week convinced me I needed a DMM because I already love the Defender. And I'm not trying to impress or upset you or make you feel like I'm made of money, but dude, my current BMM CCU, I'm getting that sucker for 50% off.
It's real hard to beat that.
The CCUs that I've been able to put together So I'm gonna build it off of out of not well technically out of nowhere, but I attended the Bar Citizen in Chicago, and I got a gift from a raffle of a cutter. The difference is it's a starter package. It's a cutter starter package, but as a gift, I put in a promo code. I can't melt that, and I'm gonna build the BMM off of that. But like I was listening off before, Reliant make it a
Yeah, you
so
can
that
only
referral
upgrade
bonus.
it. Yeah.
Correct, but it's basically $45 worth of ship that I have free. It's LTI, and I'm going to build on that. So,
so getting to a Connie like that Connie because of the price.
Yes, sir.
I mean, even if I got a Cutter Scout with the LTI, I mean, how much
Yes,
money
sir.
am I really going to save up to that amount? Like, I get it when you save like 50% off the like.
Let me give you an example of what I've built off of that I'm expecting to be able to get for you on these lower things that. So what I want is I don't care if I'm making a separate account to give you a referral bonus if that they hopefully have a referral bonus for the upcoming night.
Please proceed to assign
Let me
landing
explain
bay.
why. So if I use your referral code for an extra email account where I create an extra account to do that for you, you're going to get a referral bonus ship, whether it's a snub for $25 but you have the $25 Merlin, right?
Yeah.
Let me go from so that's out of your $190 ship, that's already $25.
Right.
Because you're building it off. So then, say we find I'm trying to look for the lower ones. Now, see, the Hawk is already $100, if I remember correctly. Bear with me. But like, see the freaking X1. If the X1 comes out, and I thought it was yeah, like the whole X1 line, and if they have a CCU for that, they might not, but if they did, the X1's trading at $40. They might bump it up to 50 or 45 because it's being released. If you can save another $5 on that, we'll see. I won't take that for granted. Let's go off of the ones that I actually got. But the Hawk is already $100. So say we
Complete. Have a pleasant set.
And I'll even do you one better. I can gift these CCUs to you, I bet. If we can't get them, I'm going to send it to you. So from the in between whatever from your Merlin to the Hawk, if we get something great, if we don't, say we go from the Hawk to the Novaton.
Welcome.
Right. Okay. So the
ASOP
Novatonk is
vehicle
120.
retrieval system.
So instead of paying the full $20, you'd save another $10 off that. So 165 becomes 155. And then say we went. So where's your? And say I throw in this Hornet Ghost to Ballista for another $10. So the Ballista is only 140. And we're taking another $10 off of that. We may not get exactly these. If we can snipe these during IAE, we will. That brings your total cost down to 145. You're already at 145 versus 190, $45 off. I'm trying to see if we can. Oh, dude, this is so good. So that, say then that the last thing that I can gift you, if it doesn't happen during IAE, and I'm betting it's going to
the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
is Razor to Vulture. Granted, they're not going to offer it on the Vulture again because they already hiked the price up once before. Razor to Vulture is 25.
Welcome. Your vehicle has been delivered to the
You,
following
you brought your
locations.
price down for your
Please
Taurus
visit
to
us again.
$120.
So $40.
Wait,
Well,
so hold on.
25 plus 40, 40 because I
Well,
didn't pay
okay,
for
so
that.
the Taurus is trading at 190. We're $70 off that already,
Yeah.
at 120. Which it's not ideal where I would like to get you, but it's $70 off.
Yeah.
You're getting $190. What CIG in the market is valuing at $190. You're getting it,
Ask for med tech about optional medical services.
which I would not say no to. I'm trying to double check my price on something else. I was bringing up that Valentine's Day thing because the Super Hornet to Heartseeker was another $10 I snagged, and I'm trying to see where that's trading at. And I have a strong feeling it's where you need it to be. Yeah, the Heartseekers. Oh no! See, like this is a perfect example. I can't give you the Super Hornet to Heartseeker because Heartseeker's $195. That is outside price range of your Kite.
Yeah.
So me sending you the 3 CCUs that the 3 CCUs I just described would get you only get you to we're saving $70, but if you divide 70 from 190, yeah, we're only getting you a savings of 36.8, about just under 37%. It's not great, but it's more than 30%, which is more than 25%, and $70.
Right.
And if we can do that for you, and I know how much you've been itching for this, and you're talking to a guy who begrudgingly handed not begrudgingly. I love the F8C. I didn't enjoy that it was $260 straight up cash. I was naive enough that when the E1 Spirit first came out, I said, Mixmaster, CIG, take my money, $135. I melted that, and I can't part with having just taken the bullet on $260. I don't want to spend $135 on the Zeus.
Yeah, I don't.
So I'm getting a
I don't
CCU
blame
for
you.
that. The keeping what I did get was a CCU. Yeah, I'm going Ballista to Zeus Mark II ES for. It's $10. I don't know how much the spread was. Actually, I could probably pull it up. But yeah, it's picking your poison because to me it was absolutely worth it. God, it's the Ballista again. CIG likes keeping it in that range.
You are clear to launch.
Oh, they're smart.
No, yeah, exactly, and that's the thing where you'll be like, oh, I won't get this CCU because they might do better, and then you'll be like, so they know exactly, and that's the other thing too is right. No, and it's straight $10 up because the Ballista is $140 and the Zeus is $150, and
Thank you. Please visit again.
And it's not Warbond, so I was able to use store credit for that. So that's another upside is that it's store credit. But again, it's CIG is the house at Vegas. You have store credit to use because you melted something. They already got you.
Yeah.
Facing something. But seriously, IAE is going to have a good spread. We're gonna see what we can do for you. I will not be happy if you don't get it. Because IAE, they're counting on the right people that can be watching every day like a hawk in order to take advantage of those instances, you're already $25,
Yeah.
which is great. And the way that you're passionate about the Taurus, what I'm more happy for you, say for example that you, I mean, granted they'll have other
Yeah.
chips later, but you can when you make the chain the way we're building it, or any LTI token you build it on that you can't melt, like a bonus like this Merlin, you can only build higher. You can't,
Yeah.
you're not going to add a cutter scout to this. But and if you're thinking that there's other ships that you absolutely want to get 2 or 3 IAEs from now, yeah, I would pick up the cutter scout. I like the spoiler much better than the 2 little dinky fins on the base of the cutter. Nothing against the base cutter, but and then
That's what Jessica has. Jessica has her little dill. Hey, hey Charles, what's going on, man? No, it's.
And then I'm gonna CIG by design and by agenda. Oh look, here's the next cutter variant, and you're gonna want to get this, aren't you?
She has her little yellow school bus paint for her cutter.
Nice. No, it wasn't lost on me to get the ghoulish green paint, which is now matching on my cutter scout and on my vulture.
Yeah.
But I agree with whoever it was. I can't believe I'm forgetting so many good content creators out there. Although I gotta admit there are some I don't agree with or don't care too much for, but that's neither here nor there. But where one of them was, I think he's German or Dutch.
Don't say names.
I'm not going to. More to the point, where he was specifically saying like, he would pull up the actual video of CIG going, oh, it's just a pixel swap and a color swap, and we should be making these available to players and that. But like I have 2 paints for my Vanny Defender. I think it was VG Dam. I'm in his ore also, and he showed on his video about the F8C that it's about the size profile of the Defender, and the Defender goes right inside the BMM. So if I could launch my F8C from the Defender or from the BMM, I'll be like, heck yeah. And that's the other thing too that's going to be difficult, where I'm going to rely on people in orgs like yours, is that I never wanted a ship as big as the BMM, but when Alien Week took $50 off the top, I'm like, okay, that's a start. And then I already had a whole bunch of other CCUs, and it's like, the math came together, and I couldn't. You're telling me I'm going to get this close to the price of what somebody paid at when it was released as a concept chip? Yeah.
Well, Star Citizen just crashed.
Has it been doing that? Like,
yes.
Literally, dudes, yesterday it happened to me so bad that I had to reinstall my operating.
Yeah, it's not 30K'ing, it's crashing.
And hopefully this isn't, to me this is a milder, but it's reminding me of how horrific 318 was.
Oh my god, 318. Let's not talk about 318.
So
they didn't even have a game for like 2 months.
I was one of the few that was actually able to get on. But yeah, I'll be brief, or not even be brief. We'll go. The Citizen Con has caused a lot of what I'm grateful for is it's put a lot of eyes on it. People I never thought would give this thing a second look. Asmongold and Dr. Disrespect, and them literally saying back to their chat, I don't care, the equivalent of I don't care what you're saying, I like what I see. I love what I see. The only thing I'm concerned for CIG is, okay, that's what it looked, and some of my hype has died down, and we want to see it as a delivery. The only other thing that I'm very hyped for Squadron 42, of course, is as a single player game, I'm not going to have some random guy able to defensively say, hey, I'm just making my own content. Yeah, no, it's a single player game.
They have
you're not going to interrupt my missions.
Oh, how about that? It spawned me in the exact same spot.
Systems are online.
Dude, that happened to me twice. Not so much happened to me twice earlier, but yeah, it isn't spawning you back in bed. It's spawning you from the hallway you were in, or if you manage to take the tram and you are at the space station already. Yeah.
The problem is it's not working. Like, nothing's working. Like, it's not letting me quantum anywhere now. I think I might have to, like, kill it and then...
Right.
Because it's not letting me jump to my... Like, let me clear the route.
And dude, that was Mr. Silver. That is exactly what I jumped on Discord so that we could.
Oh.
I think I even spoke longer than I had planned to, but I wanted to cover it with you. We're gonna see what we can lock down for you, and I'm definitely hoping we can get you closer to.
Hey, a cheap Connie sounds awesome.
Dude, the point being that, and
hang on one second. We're doing good, Charles, man. Sorry I missed your message. Yeah, things are good here. Thanks for jumping in. I'm probably gonna be on for like another maybe 30 or 40 minutes to play around here with this little salvage thing, and I've been on since about 5, so we're gonna jump off after that. Jess isn't even on with me.
Right. But yeah, everybody, that's another concern for other people. And if you, I know you've been talking up this tourist forever, so we can. And here's another way to look at it. We can snag a couple things of value for you, and if you can be patient and you can keep earning up till you get the tourist. I do know other people who've been more patient than me, waited over successive IE to get to build chains that will achieve what I'm achieving. So if you say, okay, you know what, Ken, we did knock that $70 off, but you'll have those CCU chains in your on your account. You don't have to apply them. We can wait till other events come up and see if we can whittle away at it more. It's absolutely. I am hoping that as long as IE runs, I believe it's like starts the 19th and it runs close to, if not to the end of the month of November. Across those days, we should be able to get you some good. I'm hoping that Star Citizen is crashing because a whole bunch of other new players are like, oh, let's try this thing out. They're just overloaded. So.
Well, they did with their new stuff.
Dude,
Man, I did not think this through. I just took a freaking 50k salvage mission, but I'm in the Vulture.
Dude.
This is not going to be enough cargo space.
I haven't given the salvage a decent chance.
Well, the salvage is good. Salvage is great.
Right, I only have a Vulture. I would never.
Well, it's not about that. It's about the cargo that you're gonna get right off of it.
Correct. And that's where orgs and teammates work out really well. Like,
oh yeah, we made 25 million the other night.
He had 2 other friends who were in 2 separate Vultures. This was back when the Vulture launched, and he was shuttling back and forth in his Cuddy Black, where as soon as he would get back to them, they would be able to fill his cargo bay again, and he would shoot back and sell it off. Just keep doing that cycle. So yeah, there are people who have this.
Wait. Did I do this? Wait, did I do this upside down? No. Like, can't see where I'm at with the ship. I'm gonna be so mad if there's like millions of dollars on this ship. Oh my god, I'm gonna be so mad.
I could see.
Okay, hang on. There doesn't look like there's too much cargo. Ooh, that was a long fall. Oh god, don't be something good. Oh, you son of a freaking...
I'm sorry, bro.
Dude, it's a 32 SCU container of Widow. Are you kidding me? What is this?
No,
Copper. I don't care about copper. What is this? Copper. What is this? Barrel. Don't care about barrel. Don't care about barrel. Copper. Son of a... That's not fitting in my... You know what? It's about to fit in my vulture. Can I fit in a 32 SUU in my vulture and will it fly?
He's gonna make it happen.
Alright. All the... Dang it, dude. I've got 8 SCU of... Here goes my freaking RMC.
I was gonna say, if you're gonna make up the difference with what you're gonna with what's in 32,
Dude, I don't know if this is gonna
be
fit.
worth it.
Oh my god. This is not gonna work out great for me. Dude, this is a really long container to fit in the back of a vulture. Oh! God, I'm gonna blow the ship up before I even get there. Okay. That's safe, right? That'll... I mean, that'll stay, right? This thing... What? Dude, that's a lot of money in there.
I get that, but if we had a way that, or if you know how to be like,
Oh, I can get it. I mean, I could go call my M2 and like come back. It's not like the mission goes away.
no, I don't mean that at all, dude. I mean like, I forget who it was that was showing one of the game mechanics where you can, as you're positioning it, it locks onto the cargo grid. That's not.
Well, it's not gonna lock here because there's not enough space for the cargo grid.
That's yeah. Come on, persistent entity streaming.
Alright, let me move forward. Is it gonna stay? It stays. What happens when I go into warp?
that's gonna be okay.
Hang on, where can I sell on Microtech? Can I? Is there any?
I have no idea.
Where can I sell? I don't think there's anywhere on Microtech you can sell, can you?
You're talking to the wrong guy. I need to get so familiar with Stanton, I can't even worry.
You have all these ships. You ain't know where you're going?
No, not in so much that I know where I'm going. It's a case. Well, of course, these are silver. It's not about.
All right, I'm just gonna go to Hurston. Because I know where that one's at easier. A little skip and a jump. Because if I make it.
But you're right. When I close the CCU for the EMM, I don't remember what.
All right.
I think forget if it's a C2. I'm gonna learn what the trade routes are because the BMM is the only other reason.
All right. Wish me luck.
I have an interest.
No!
Oh, it won't let you quantum?
It fell out in quantum.
Oh, there you go. Well, of course it did.
This is stupid. This is a stupid game.
Well, no. Well, yeah. Congratulations. That's how another new player's video went on a rant.
That was funny though. Let me get up and make sure for some reason it's not like glitched or something. When I'm outside the view, it's not there.
No, it literally. Right, either.
Oh, not there. Okay. Oh, I'm gonna be so mad if it snapped back to the grid on that ship. I better be floating out in the middle of.
It is floating out in the middle of nowhere, but as people are quantuming, then no one's ever gonna.
Somebody's gonna randomly die because they hit a box of. And this is why we randomly die.
I don't doubt it. That makes a perfect. That makes perfect sense.
Because I dropped a box.
Because somebody will be like, I hit something invisible while I was quantuming, and then my ship exploded. That's possibly what someone.
That's funny.
Well,
Right.
it's an unintended result of persistent entity streaming that object is persistent, and someone in quantum is going to collide with it.
Quantum drive is now off.
Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to this. Let's go back to my salvage claim. That was just wrong. Oh well. At least it's gone and I don't have to worry about it, right?
Yeah. Not necessarily Tetris, but I knew you were doing, not Jenga, but I knew you were doing it kind of as a joke because it wasn't adhering to your. It couldn't be held by your cargo grid, so yeah, nothing's keeping it.
Well, if you need salvage, you're welcome to come get some of this. I'm never gonna finish a whole or an A2 by myself.
It's been so long since I've salvaged, I've literally forgotten how.
It's pretty. I mean, it's the same, and you just press M and.
No, right. Like I need to watch
Power Wash Simulator. I just did one. I did a video like on 321 or something like that.
Right. I need to bring those up because there are certain things like not even scanning, but like.
Well, if you hold control, it makes the beams go further apart and stuff like that.
Nice. And you were saying the headlights are better.
Yes. I can show you that.
And of course, I didn't have your speed bump. I didn't realize I just saw the Discord chat, so I wanted to go over hopefully what we can benefit from my feed forest. But it's making me chuckle that all that stuff that I was trying to explain.
Yeah.
Caught on my it's all.
Oh well, at least I get to. Okay, there's all my. I'm like, where are all my boxes of RMC? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. This is good. I'm gonna grab these real fast. Alright, I'm gonna grab my boxes, and then I'm gonna scrape this hole. At least to get my money back. One of these days, if I could find a couple of good runs this weekend, this or whatever, I might grab a Carrick or something in game. I haven't. I think that's one of the few ships that I haven't really gotten to play with. Like I've even been in an 890 jump, right?
Gotcha.
But I really haven't gotten to play it with a Carrick yet. I think I was in one time with like an org thing.
Yeah, no, my time constraints have made it hard for me to group up with anybody.
Mine too.
PG Dam regularly streams on a Saturday morning, so a couple of times I've been able to join my org. Well, I should say because I am in his org, and then do Saturday morning shenanigans with those guys.
I plan to be on Saturdays too. Plan to play around. it's hard because like I was do some of the videos and stuff like that, but I'd like to, like, I have to have time where I can just play around with that without worrying about it too.
Right.
But I'm like so close to my goal though, anyways, that I've been kind of grinding. Well, Jessica and I we've been working on it because we've been wanting to make one for so long, like one of the cinematic videos. And I did an intro, and man, I rewatched it back, and I'm like, man, that turned out a heck of a lot better than I thought it did. So I was like, maybe. So I was able to find like the song that we were going to use, and I started working on it. So that's probably what we're going to work on next week, because she'll be back here. So I have to have her because I have to have her to get the footage.
Oh, and exactly. It's one of the things I like about this game is that there's so much more to it. It's just that my own time constraints, I haven't even been able to consistently do. Like, I'm not saying you take it for granted, but you're very comfortable with how you navigate it around.
I'm very comfortable with
There would be like
with what?
How you tractor beamed all the stuff back into your ship. How you landed, like 9 times out of 10 if I'm doing the I forget what the 890 jump mission is called. Urgent boarding.
You see the lights?
You're not nice.
Yeah, they actually work now.
That when I would be getting onto the 890 jump to do the urgent boarding action, like just getting out of my ship and just getting onto the 890 jump. Granted, it's CIG's physics of how traversing from EVA to inside of another ship, you do that corkscrew, or you're all over the place and get disoriented.
Yeah.
I was expecting that to happen when you were coming back into the back end of your.
Oh no,
culture.
I get used to each ship where you have to go in at a certain, like you can't do the same way like on like an A2 or M2. You have to go like lower with the ramp. And with the Vulture, you got to go a little bit higher.
That comes with time, but you know that where.
Yeah.
You need to get that type of.
Ah, Star Citizen, are you? Come on. All right.
And like you were saying, that it's that familiarity, and that when you can go back into your Vulture like that, doing that as a Vulture,
yeah,
a cinematic video, you could make that, and then add the B-roll or outtakes you put at the end where you show where you're trying to get in there, and then you do the 390 degree spin.
All right, well. Okay, so I guess no salvage tonight.
And I hadn't played Power Wash Simulator, but when I did try salvage optimization, I could totally get that.
It's exactly the same thing. But they did good, I mean, exactly. Everybody likes it, so.
And again, to their credit, they have these missions. Do you know if people are just doing the missions, or is anyone doing this straight up? Well, I'll go out to an asteroid belt, or I'll go out to a range point just to see what I can find.
So right now, the ones people are doing, the way to get money with the most cargo, like you saw what I got off this 50K one, right? Like we could have had 32 of Widow, which would have been, God, I forget how much money that is, but that's a lot of money.
Yeah.
But the ones that are having the most cargo is doing the VHRTs or an ERT.
Gotcha.
And then you soft death them. And when you soft death them in space, you go get the cargo, and those are the ones that have the mother loads. We filled up an entire M2 one night. That's how I ended up with the 7 million, and I spent like 5 of it.
Nice.
Yeah, I left just enough to get my Connie and my Harbinger back. But yeah, I can't. Like right now, I can't.
And then there's another thing in terms of like, with this coming IAE, I was on the fence. Am I going to get a Sentinel? Which Vanguard variant am I going to get? And then all of a sudden, oh, here's the F8C. Okay, heavy fighter, problem solved.
Yeah.
I don't need a Vanguard anymore. From the players that are more invested in those, and not even invested, that have those ships, that love those ships, the expected nerf of the F8C includes the fact that it just outflies those, like the handling, everything. There are certain people who, I won't say they're defending the F8C, but they're like, oh, it's OP, and they're like, guys, they're size 2 guns. It's a lower version than the F8A, which is the military version. Yes, you could probably nerf it a little more, but it's like, it's also supposed to be what saved us from the Van Duel. It's supposed to be powerful.
Yeah, but you also, because of the nature of the game, they'll never ever. Well, I'm saying not saying never ever, but right now, they can't have one ship OP over all the other ships. There either has to be one ship that does one thing better and another ship that does another thing better. Because if you have one ship that can destroy, like all the rest of them, you'll never sell another one of those other ships.
Yeah, but this was an intentional or unintentional great comeback. So I don't want to do it like a, well, okay, partly to show that I'm old, but also to call back to Wayne's World of Light Fighter meta says what? I mean,
I bet I'm older. I bet I'd be older than you.
That's not the point. I was just saying.
Now you're making me feel old. You call yourself old, making me feel old now.
I don't know how many of these youngins even know what Wayne's World is. It's more a case of just, you know, an F8C is giving a Gladius a run for its money, where anyone else would say a heavy fighter, you'd have to be like a Vanguard series. You'd have to be a pretty good fighter to go toe-to-toe with, quote unquote, the 3 meta ships, Gladius, Arrow, and Blade. But much less now, just because of the good shielding and not even decent, bordering on OP firepower.
This is aggravating, dude. It is not gonna let me salvage this. Okay, well, there goes 50.
Yeah, I guess you're done.
That's what I hate. Because there goes, like, especially if I was a new player, like, that would aggravate the crap out of me. You saved up your little bit of money to unlock one of these 50k missions so you can make a good profit, and then you get here and you can't do it, and you've just wasted like 12 hours. Like, I don't blame. I'd walk away from it too.
And there's the thing about the sandbox that it is, and I think psychology would call it it's the inconsistency that brings you back. If something were a case of diminishing returns, you always get the same result, and it's gratifying for a while, but then you get like, okay, I'm done and bored with this. And that's what a lot of the other players were. Okay, this is all you can do in Star Citizen, so like they're done and they're bored. I get it, but I'm gonna stop myself from the potential for everybody that compares this to Starfield. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed what little I did in Starfield when I had time for it, but my brain doesn't compare these two because there is no. Asmongold's video, I don't know if you watched it, and YouTube don't come after me. I'm mentioning him because he did a reaction video to the gameplay footage that was shown at CitizenCon, and he's like, where's the loading screen for the amount of time that he was in the part of his video I'm quoting? He said, I would have expected 3 by now. And it's like, but anyone who plays Star Citizen knows there are no loading screens. As a result, it's just unfair to compare Star Citizen to Starfield, or the other way around.
Oh, yeah. I mean, I play Starfield. but but I like Starfield for a completely different reason.
Exactly. And for other people who are like, why can't this happen? And why can't you do this in Starfield? I'm like, because it's completely different.
Star Citizen loses. They lose a lot of player base because of one reason. Because it's a sim. And you just can't, because even like me, like some nights I have trouble getting on and just like, because I mean, you have to have almost a minimum of 2 hours to get anything done. You can't just hop into a game and play. Starfield fills that void, right? Like if I come home from work and I just want to like get into like a battle or, you know, rank up some stuff or whatever, dude, I hop into Starfield and I can do whatever I want. And you know, in an hour and a half, I'm good. But I mean, sometimes it takes you an hour and a half just to prep for a dang mission.
And that's where you're at. I'm more Lobby in terms of I put my armor on, I get my FS9, which everybody has said has been nerfed. I don't care. I got my scope, I got my suppressor. I go to a bunker, I clear the bunker, and then I log out.
Yeah.
And
Jessica and I do that a lot. We'll hop on for a couple of hours, do a little bit of looting, and then we're done.
Right, and again, where I'm not trying to compare the two, but yes, I enjoy getting into my Banner Defender, all the bells and whistles, the green glow and the quantum drive and blah blah blah, launching and landing my ship, no loading screens. Again, even whoever it was, the 3 or 13 or 30 people that brought it up of can you fly your ship? Yeah, you have a loading screen for Starfield. No harm, no foul. And I agree with anybody and everybody that thought, boy, Starfield put pressure on Citizen. No, CIG was going to have. Do you know how much planning it took for CitizenCon to go down the way that it did? Do you think they hustled a little more because of Starfield? I would give that zero credibility.
They're two different types of games.
No. But what I'm clarifying is that CIG didn't go, oh my God, they're launching Starfield. We better really try to do harder now. Fuck no, they were set up months.
I think something happened before CitizenCon that made them release those ships when they did.
Oh no question. I'm clarifying that. I'm sorry guys. I apologize to chat. I'm belaboring this point that no one can convince me that all of a sudden CitizenCon got really amped up and that people were burning more than the midnight oil to make CitizenCon just to outshine Starfield. That I'll never believe it. They had all of this stuff set and ready to go and were working like crazy. I'll agree with you that they turned the corner or whatever and we're really happy about how certain things turned out, but I disagree with anyone that pretends that Starfield had any impact or made CIG feel like we'd better step up our game.
Yeah,
no. Sorry. Jen.
Oh no, you're like one thing I've always.
I feel.
Well, how do you feel about this?
Empathize.
I've got a topic for you. How do you feel about this? Okay, I've always said this, and so why do they not show active players? They can.
I'll
Why don't they show concurrent players?
I'll unnecessarily potentially white knight for CIG and go on the record as potentially doing so. In terms of, I literally melted my C8R. I loved that. I had snacks, I had drinks, I could cure a little level injury, but every time I would go into the bunker, 100% of the time I would come out of the bunker and my C8R was just. Let's see, why can't we show live player base? Well, because someone deciding to make their own credit is going to foobar your whatever you've spent 3 hours trying. So It's going to be in the sandbox state for quite some time in the future. Unless you could say,
Yeah, but they don't have to show, like,
but there's
it's just a number.
Unless
it's a number.
No, but I thought you were saying that some of the things they would have. Like,
No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying.
Were,
hey, we've got, like they do on Steam. Hey, we've got 20,000 players playing concurrently.
Or no, I don't. Well, I agree with someone else. If it wasn't your own stream, somebody else had said to me, CIG is either admitted or is aware that a large percentage of the accounts, at least 50% of the accounts that they support, are all self-referral accounts that I'm guilty of that.
Yeah, but the number we don't. Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, but this negates that, right? I'm not talking about the number of accounts. I'm talking the number of people playing the game online daily, like active players who have logged in daily to play the game.
That's a good point. I don't know. I would like to think that they are aware of that, but yeah.
Well, I know. Well, listen, we know they could do it. Here's my thoughts behind it. It's an extremely low number, and I think if people knew how many people really weren't playing it, because I think there's a whole bunch of people that buy ships and don't play.
Yeah.
Because if it was a high number, they would be rubbing that in our face.
I don't play nearly as much as I'd like to.
Yeah, but
I remember. Granted, I hit concierge, but I remember being invited to a whatever rollout they were having for access to the PTU, and I'm like, "What do you mean I have access to the PTU?" Oh, so the small amount of time that I've been playing, in addition to concierge, qualified me. Okay. And I agree with you completely. Maybe some of that numbers might have gotten a small tick or spike up because of what they just showed, but I'll agree with you. I totally see it.
But they never have, and that's the thing. I think it's a really low number.
I agree with you that if they did,
I think if they did, it would hurt the game.
I think it would.
Because people are swayed easily, and I think it would really hurt the game if they did it. And if it was a really big number, then they would be putting it out there every day and going, "Oh, we have 30,000, buy more ships."
Current users, right?
That's just my thoughts behind it. I just think it's like an ultimately low number. All right, this is why I never come. This is why I haven't been to Microtech in like 4 patches. Because I've called my landing pad like 15 times now, and it will not.
I was having an error like that earlier today too.
It won't let me.
Like after I finished that bunker, I came back to Area 88 and I put out the hail saying, "Where am I supposed to land?" And it said that request has already been granted. And I'm like, and I don't see a chevron, I don't see a highlight, and I literally guessed at the right place.
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing right now. I'm flying around. I don't see it. I only see one open bay, but there's a ship in it. Alright, let me fly over it one more time and make sure I didn't pass one that's open. Usually I get the ones that are on top.
Dude, I've only done very, very basics with the things like Drakey's talking about doing Ghost Hollow. I never been able to.
Drakey, Drakey, I'll catch you this week. We'll do Ghost Hollow. I'm down for that.
And I'm glad he fixed his Discord issues.
Yeah, with a whole Windows install? Jesus.
Dude, I had to my crash from the game yesterday, I had tech support on for my laptop, and I had to do all that. I'm grateful the game came back up, because when I was first installing it on Windows 11, I had issues. I'm grateful. And it's that other thing, because I can see elements of. Is that where the ship's in?
Okay, hang on. Somebody was in here, but now they're not.
I know we all had issues with Star Citizen, but I stand by what I felt and continue to feel about this game. But nothing else gives when it's working. Soon TM and all that other. Nothing else gives me the experience.
All right, sorry, Mr. AI dude, but you're dying.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
Oh, I found it. How about that? Jesus.
Wish.
Launch complete. Landing complete.
Crazy.
Good job.
Oh my god, now I fell out the back of my ship. Okay. Well, that works. That's one way to get out of the Vulture. I forget that ladder's broken. I'm about to get lost at Microtech. I never come to Microtech.
That's why I need to take time. I got lots of Lorville. That's why I want to take time to just learn them. I remember I had to learn Microtech for that first IAE.
Oh, yeah. Hang on. Wait. Follow the
I shouldn't say
carnage.
that. My first attending.
Here's the question. Which way do I go? I know there's right or there's left. Hang on, let me get the way this way still. Yes. Here's the metro loop. So now I gotta get on this elevator. See, this is just insane.
I'm sorry, dude. You're literally on your own because I was literally here a little less than a year ago.
I think I remember how to get there.
I mean, some of it is like I remember that part as soon as you got.
It's like, where's the
out of the hangar?
Okay, hang on. Do we need to go?
Metro.
So if I want to sell it, I need to go to the comms, right?
Yes.
So I need to go here.
But I never
look,
did
a
any
map.
trading.
That's not gonna help me.
Right.
All right, we are waiting on the tram. Oh God, Charles, I just saw your message if you're still there. Jessica not team killing me? Nope. She isn't here to team kill me. But she will be back, and I'm sure I will have some deaths. She liked to shoot me in the head. On accident. That's okay. Last time, though, she died. She had the same problem I did. She thought it was a good guy, and it wasn't a good guy. And she got shot.
I've finally gotten better about that because on some of the bunkers, the arrow or chevron doesn't appear over the guards' heads, and you turn a corner and you're like,
Careful,
doors are
now closing.
Yeah.
Although I will say the newer color signs on the money tails have been much more colorful. The helmets, the chest pieces, especially the heavy armor.
Microtech is pretty, though.
I'm sorry, Vapor. I'm sure I was distracting Mr. Silver with a little of my ranting.
Yeah, I was distracted tonight. Plus, I haven't streamed in a while. I don't think I've streamed in, like, what, a couple of months or something like that?
And
It's been
he
a
was
while.
hoping he could that the Vulture was going to hold on to a 32 container.
Yeah, I couldn't even fit my thing in my Vulture.
The capsule.
This way. This looks right. This looks right.
For during IAE, I'd be looking something up on my phone, and then by the time I looked back up, I missed my stop, so I had to loop around on the metro.
Promenade or New Babbage Palace or Plaza? Plaza? Where's the TDD? Alright, I need a map, yo. Hang on. Center Mass, Omega Pro, and Planetary Services. That sounds... Planetary Services sounds promising.
Dude, you just reminded me. This is the center mass location I need to go to get my size 3 distortion done.
This is not it. What's Omega Pro? I've never even been in here. Wait a minute, what is this? What's Omega Pro? Is this a ship place? Oh no, it's a part shop. I'm not gonna lie, dude, I've never even been in there before.
Okay.
Okay, I need the I need the TDD
No,
so
but
I
it's
can.
not gonna. Dude, you're just going deeper into Omega Pro.
No, I need the.
And I'm sorry, my comments are a little delayed because the
All right,
your
maybe
stream that I'm watching is.
the commons. Maybe it's. Oh Jesus! Look at these guys. Man, the NPCs are amazing. These guys are fantastic. This guy's scratching his... Ooh, that... Oh, his neck is broke. Oh, there it is. Jesus. Okay, hang on. Here's the... Oh my god, dude, we're... Alright. I don't know where to sell this. I thought it was the plaza where I sell. That's like more ship parts. Center Mass is not where I sell it at. Maybe it is Planetary Services or something. I don't know. I thought there was a TDD here or some sort of... Yeah, I can't sell that here. Okay. I'm like literally lost. Do you have Google open?
Yes. Give me a minute.
Where the crap is the TDT?
PDD and New Babbage is the local office. Yeah, it says a Plaza of New Plaza. Yeah, that doesn't know.
Yeah, this ain't it. So it says in the plaza? Maybe I just didn't go far enough into it.
I'm pulling up Castle Black Gaming's video on where it should be. Okay, it's from the
Apparently we
hand
need more
to the
videos
walls.
on this. Because this is
So
ridiculous.
you were right. You had to go to the commons.
Yeah, I knew it was in the commons.
No, right. I'm trying to see from his video where in the commons it goes.
I'm thinking maybe I just didn't walk in far enough. Found it.
Okay.
I just didn't go far enough. It was my fault. It's straight ahead right here. The TDD, yeah. My fault. Here we go. That was easy enough.
Stumble around long enough, you'll find it.
Yeah, and we're gonna get a whopping 61K for 8 boxes.
Okay.
That's not bad. If I could have hole scraped that whole M2, that would have been fantastic. But anyways.
Would you be interested in enough in salvage that you might someday get a recall?
That I might what?
Well, to do a larger vessel like that.
Like a reclaimer?
Seems like a better. Using a reclaimer to get that type of a large of a haul.
Yeah, I mean I would. When we do this, because it goes so faster and it's so much easier to maneuver, Jessica's with me.
Gotcha.
And we end up parking like a cuddy or something like smaller that she can
Oh,
fly.
there you, duh, of course. So you don't need a reclaimer. You just get a hauler transport that you can fill up the.
Yeah, because if we're in the
space.
party now, we can sell, right? So like, if you had a vulture and I had a vulture, we would just start hole stripping, right?
Right.
And then, like, all we do is take our cargo and start dumping it into the extra ship. Like, I think the last time I did it, we filled up a whole, what is that? It's 120 SCU. Which one was it?
It isn't the new Zeus. CL,
No.
Zeus, that's it. I'm just clarifying.
What's
that's
it called?
A nice
It's the
selling
big
point for
it's the big org transport.
the Dur, the freelancer Dur.
Yes. Max, the freelancer Max.
I'm sorry, it's a freelancer Max.
Yeah. So it's the freelancer Max, and then we.
I even said Max too.
Yeah, the freelancer Max, and then we filled up like pretty much a whole one of those, and we had like 2 or 3 vultures going, and then we just split the money like when we get it, right? We all just split it, and it just makes it easier like that because you have your runners. We did so when Drakey was on, Drakey has a reclaimer, and we did me and him, I think, working the lasers, and we had one person in the bottom doing the boxes. Because you have to constantly... It looks like there's place for 2 boxes to come out, but for whatever reason, it's still like the vulture. It's 1, and then you got to move it. It doesn't slide like 2 boxes out for some reason. I think that's got to be fixed.
It's. I'm sure.
And then you have the death elevator, right? And it still kill. It'll still kill. It not every time, but sometimes it does get kind of crazy.
And I think that's not the only ship with an elevator.
But yeah, if you want to get some money to play with some other ships that are in game, we just need to go do like, I think I have HRTs unlocked. So if I can fight through my HRTs and get the VHRTs, we can start soft deathing those cargo ships, because you get like M2s and A2s and stuff like that, and C2s. And
You're giving me a good excuse to CCU my Santuck Yai to a raise ion.
Yeah, well, I mean, we'll make millions though.
No, but I'm clarifying that you're mentioning that unlocking from HRTs to VHRTs, and that's what that ion will allow.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you'll shred through them, but you have to be careful though, because it's such a big gun. Once they lose their shields and you soft death, if you hit them again after their soft death.
Oh, you're right. No. Okay.
Yeah, you have to like once they lose their shields and stuff, you have to start picking away at them, so that they.
No, right, and that's where my brain was. I was only thinking in terms of unlocking the higher tier.
Yeah.
But I'm grateful that you clarified it. Yeah, but don't take that again on that higher tier because we want to be able to.
I mean,
soft
you can
that.
use it. You just got to be careful because if you hit it with a couple of those size 7 rounds after it's been soft
Size
death,
7,
that thing
oh
is
yeah.
gone. Even a C2, dude.
Right,
After-
right.
It don't have much life left after it's soft death. But hang on, let me.
And these are other mechanics I'm not even thinking about because I was literally part of it. My goal of it was to have it to rise through those ranks in terms of unlocking, of course, the higher ranks, and for that payout.
Yeah.
Now, what I forget if it was Space Tomato or other content creators who were like, they'd like to see this type of overlapping gameplay. Okay, you're doing the HRTs and the VHRTs in order to soft death part of the component of that mission, but then it becomes a salvage component, which is nice.
Yep.
Overlap.
Well, so pretty soon it's going to go back to the way it originally was made to be like. So they're going to nerf that cargo, right? Right now they're testing all that cargo grid stuff, right? The stacking, because they're having issues with where you can't sell if it's stacked. So like if you have a crate, just using this as an example, if you have iron and then you put copper on top of it, you can't sell the iron.
Right.
So, you know, they're working some of this out, and they're working how the boxes, I think, spawn on each ship. So they're like, every time something spawns in, it's like spawning with a lot of cargo. That's why you're getting all that stuff, because they want people doing it. But they're gonna, I mean, they're gonna nerf that. I mean, I think there's always gonna be stuff on them, but you know, you might have to do 2 or 3 missions to get one that has a big load of something.
Right. And then you're gonna call.
But then you
party up with people.
Right. That
to bring them to you. Once you know you've got it, you're not gonna have people waiting or flying
once
out
you
with
soft death
to
once you soft death something, like if I soft death a reclaimer or a C2, I can just say, hey, here's a big salvage load for free. You don't have to pay anything to get to it. You just salvage it and it's all free. Free salvage. And they're usually, and like on a VHRT, there's like probably 2 or 3 good ships.
And I'm out of touch with mining because I have no interest in it.
I don't mind,
but I'm concerned for those I think there are some hardcore miners who I don't know what. I forget. Even traders, they were like happy that for miners that a small boost that mining got, where they're like, okay, Janelite's rare, but something like Beryl started selling better than diamonds.
Well, here's the thing about mining for me. I don't like that. So you have to fill up your ship, which all the ships shouldn't have to leave the mining spot, right? I shouldn't have to leave half my stuff there. They need to have something in the game where another ship can pick like those, you know, things up, or it should spit out crates or 1 SCU boxes or something. I don't like filling up a ship, going back, taking it to a refinery, getting out of my ship, going to that, picking out, sorting through all the crap, and then refining it. And then you've got to have another ship to put all the cargo on, make sure all the cargo in there fits. And then you got to transport it all the way down to another planet. It's just the game is too buggy for me to do that. I mean, you're talking like
the process that you just described is very cumbersome.
Yeah, I mean, you're talking 2 or 3. But with a vulture, you know, you get my thing, you get it, and then you can go take it and sell it.
What the recent CitizenCon show gave me the idea is, just as salvage is a more streamlined process than mining, they're hopefully going to bring elements of that to mining, to streaming. That's my hope. So, I mean, and I think that's been CIG's goal is to, they want immersion, but they also don't want players to feel like this is such a hassle to try to do.
It let me sit on this beanbag chair. What the crap?
Dude,
there are guns in every. There's all kind of guns here.
Did you feel the immersion of
Warning,
the beanbag?
you are blocking an active flight bay. Please vacate the vicinity.
Uh-oh. I didn't store my ship.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh my God!
Initiating
Somebody
ship
dropped
storage procedure.
dropped
For your
a
safety, please vacate the area.
backpack,
Thank you for
and
your
it had
cooperation.
it had a mask in it. Ooh, I'll put it on then.
I wonder if that person's stuff persisted and their game crashed.
I don't know, but I picked up their backpack and put it on my body, and
Wait,
dude, they dropped all their weapons and med pins and grenades and magazines right on the floor. Anyways, well, I'm gonna hang on one second. All right, guys, for those of you who are still here, appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Gonna end the stream. Gonna be on, probably do another stream maybe on Saturday or something. So if you're interested, come check it out. And I'll see you guys on the next one.